From some of the sharpest shooters to all-around kings of the court, the NBA in recent years has produced some of the best players for the future. Starting with Scottie Barnes. Scottie wasn't seen as much before being drafted 4th overall by the Raptors in 2021. In fact, the Raptors were heavily criticized for choosing him over Jalen Suggs. But about 3 or so years later, those criticisms have all gone underwater. Literally. Rookie of the Year in his first season and an NBA All-Star selection this year. Tell those who wanted Jalen Suggs to suck it up. Anyway, Scottie made most of his All-Star appearance by scoring 16 points while collecting 8 rebounds and dishing out 3 assists. Man, did you see that crazy dunk over Steph?
Scottie Barnes, too. He and Trae Young added to this All-Star team. Scottie Barnes making the most of it. He's one of the great young stars in the game.
It gets even crazier because his confidence when approaching the basket is something else.
Or from the field, all threes. Barnes Scottie Barnes with a slam dunk. This play, great spacing. They attack Porzingis.
Man, the Raptors might have gotten a real superhero. His Rookie of the Year wasn't a fluke, and the Raptors will be looking up to him to lead the team post-Kawhi Leonard. But for the Orlando Magic, they already have a young leader in Paolo Banchero. Yeah, at just 21 years old, he is the front man of a new and young Orlando Magic roster, and he's doing a fantastic job. I mean, just look at the seedings. Orlando is sitting pretty in a playoff spot. I can't even remember the last time they were in the playoffs. Drafted number 1 in the 2022 draft, Banchero has basically been the one that makes things happen for the Magic.
He'll go to work. Step back. Over Durant. Shot it. Banchero drills it.
If Banchero keeps scoring clutch points like this, then we might as well consider the Magic as a possible championship contender. Even more impressive, he made the All-Star reserves in just his 2nd year. And if you don't watch him play, you won't believe it.
Banchero. He'll drop the hammer. That's how you finish in the paint game.
Check out this insane dunk as he works his way through a wall of defense before hitting a shot with a smooth step back. From the very beginning, Banchero has been electric, even putting up numbers that only LeBron James has matched in his first ever rookie game. And his rookie season ended with him winning the Rookie of the Year. Meanwhile, Jaylen Green might not have won the Rookie of the Year, but he has been a major propeller for the Houston Rockets since being drafted 2nd overall in 2021. Although his defense early on was not so green, he improved as he grew in the NBA.
8 Rockets. Trae for 3. That's blocked. Thought he got fouled. Completes to Malloy. Meanwhile, the guy guarding him.
Man, he can be a menace when he wants to. Actually, both on defense and in offense. And if he can be hitting 30-plus points like he did recently against OKC,
Jaylen Green got to be ready to make a play if he gets trapped here. Flips it. Drive.
the Rockets might just have found the man to fill the shoes left by James Harden. But if you think these players are the real deal, then stick around because coming up next, we have the NBA's next Michael Jordan, the greatest international prospect ever, and even a player's insane broken record. But first, if you want a feel-good story, look at Tyrese Haliburton, the man who has filled the shoes of ex-Indiana superstar Paul George in grand fashion. Tyrese Haliburton is leaving a huge mark in Indiana as the city looks to recapture the vibes they had back in Reggie Miller's time. He wasn't a top 10 pick in the 2020 draft. Instead, he was selected 12th by the Sacramento Kings. And while that isn't necessarily a bad spot, Tyrese has shown that he merited a higher pick, especially in his second-team stint at Indiana. In a game against the Knicks on the 30th of December 2023, Tyrese went into full assist mode, dishing out 23 assists. Yeah, that's the most in a game this season.
With 23 threes.
Now does he get that attention? Did it count it as an assist?
He even pulls off no-look assists. That's something else. And looking at the bigger picture, it's no surprise that he's leading the assist charts this season. Plus, his scoring ain't bad either, averaging 20 points per game. So the Pacers have got a 2-in-1 package, and Tyrese would look to assist them to more success in the playoffs, just like in the inaugural in-season tournament, where they only fell to the Lakers in the finals. But don't sleep on us, as we're entering our top 5. And coming in next is Chet Holmgren. Okay, a lot of people had their eyes on Victor Wembanyama for Rookie of the Year. But Chet's been giving him a run for his money. I mean, just look at the stats. He's been putting up some serious numbers. His finishing instincts are top-notch. Look at that follow-up shot. Picked second overall in the 2022 NBA Draft, Chet's averaging 17 points, nearly 8 rebounds, and 2.6 assists per game this season. His rookie season with the Oklahoma City Thunder actually got off to a bit of a late start due to a foot injury, but boy has he made up for lost time. On the 19th of November this season, against the Golden State Warriors, Chet exploded for a career-high 36 points.
Giddey has to find somebody, finds Holmgren, the turnaround shot to tie it, and Chet Holmgren with the three at the buzzer ties it at 117.
Watching him drain those makes you believe that he has been the missing piece for this OKC team. One player who has certainly been the missing piece for the Golden State Warriors this season is Jonathan Kuminga. We can clearly see why. Just look at how eager and hungry he is to get into space to score. When Draymond Green was suspended this season, the Warriors' 7th pick in the 2021 draft stepped up big time and became the Dubs' secondary man, after, of course, Steph Curry. That was supposed to be Klay's job, but he has been blowing hot and cold this season. When Kuminga's gotten his opportunity to shine in the lineup this season, he's been a nightmare to defend. Check out his speed and athleticism on the fast break.
Curry throws it ahead, finds Kuminga, tracks it down there, Thompson throws it in.
Look how quick he is to get to that pass and drop off the assist to Klay. The Warriors are looking to form another era, and Kuminga will certainly be one of those players that the Dubs will build around after Steph's time is up. For Victor Wembanyama, his time is only getting started. I bet you haven't seen any rookie like him this season. Before being selected #1 overall in 2023 by the San Antonio Spurs, Wemby received all the hype. I mean, the kind of hype that'll make most rookies crumble under pressure, but not Wemby. He's currently leading all rookies in points, blocks, steals, free throws attempted, and rebounds per game. Plus, he's 4th in assists. In fact, his points per minute ratio is the highest by a rookie since the legendary Michael Jordan. Sheesh. Give him that Rookie of the Year already.
Wemby getting it back. Showing off the handle. Gonna step back. Tough three. Swish.
And with moves like this, who can argue? He can score, assist, and defend. That's the total complete package. He doesn't even need to jump to embarrass his opponent. Man.
Now gives it up to Vassell. Throw it again.
The downside is that he's playing on the worst team in the league, so no postseason for him, which is kind of disappointing. But I don't think that'll stop him from becoming the 2024 Rookie of the Year. Speaking of time, we are approaching the end, but not before we mention the last 3 young superstars of the future. No one would have thought that the Oklahoma City Thunder would be built around SGA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander might have been drafted in 2018 by the Hornets and later spent some time with the Clippers in LA, but he really kicked things off with OKC. Charlotte must be regretting trading him to the Clippers, and the Clippers wish they had SGA running their offense now. See, SGA went from averaging a below-average 11 points per game to averaging 30 points this season. SGA is a prolific scorer.
Shai gets it, spins away, baseline shot. Shai puts it in and walks it off in OKC.
His step backs and jump shots are quite incredible, even in crucial game-deciding moments.
Shai checks, steps back, 3-point shot on the way. He's good with 1.1 seconds left.
It's a big reason why he's in the MVP debate alongside Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid. Do you think SGA can snag the 2024 MVP award? After all, international talents are taking the league by storm. Which brings us to arguably the NBA's best international player, Luka. The man is arguably one of the best Europeans to play in the NBA, and he was only drafted back in 2018. Honestly speaking, the 6-time NBA All-Star really hasn't changed much since he entered the league 6 years ago. There's maturation to his game, new ways of manipulating defenders, and inventive shots that inspire him. But he still bullies opponents with his same step-back threes and misdirection.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer. Bang! Bang! It's good! Doncic wins the game at the buzzer!
This is Luka in his first playoff series in the NBA.
Seconds, got it from Kleba, again late in the clock, in desperation.
And this is Luka when opponents dare to look back. He's currently in the MVP race, and we can't rule out the Maverick star from winning the award. But this list wouldn't be complete without arguably the NBA's best player under 25. We're talking about Anthony Edwards. The delayed 2020 draft was worth the wait, as Ant was drafted #1 overall by Minnesota, and he hasn't looked back ever since.
Ooh, they were lucky that wasn't turned over. Anthony Edwards, that time he does finish.
Man, look at that crazy dunk. Watch how he sees space behind the defense and drives into it before hitting it with venom. And that wasn't even his best drive. He took it a step further here.
Edwards driving. Oh!
He's only 22, but he's already turning heads and raising eyebrows with his performances. Pundits might want to compare him to the likes of Michael Jordan, but let's be real here. Ant will be looking to build his own legacy. Currently in his 4th season, Ant-Man is showing zero signs of slowing down. What's even better is that Minnesota is having one of their best seasons in ages. And a great part of that is their team behind the leadership of Anthony Edwards. These stars are certainly the future of the NBA, and you don't want to miss them dominating on the court. So subscribe to this channel and be sure to check out this video right here for more amazing content.